Chelsea's creation of diagonal connections in the midfield is a key element of their positional attacks. Even the right back could be in the center to break the opposition with ease. The same right back could also be found in advanced half space, and he can again be played using intricate diagonal combinations. There are many more hidden intentions behind Maresca's system, and let's analyze those unnoticed details. As we all know, Maresca mostly uses a double pivot ahead of a back three during the build-up. It was predictable for PSG, and they pressed both midfielders aggressively. But Maresca's idea was to make PSG's press narrow, as he wants to make advanced half space regions less protected. Here Palmer is in the right half space and is marked by the left back. Meanwhile, Chelsea's right back is threatening to run in the flanks, and this forced the winger to track back. This has already created a confusion in PSG's press, as Ruiz is asking Kvaratskhelia to press high. We can see the pressing dilemma Maresca is trying to create with the system. As the press is narrow, the ball is switched. Now Chelsea is using the classic positional structure where 5 different lanes are covered. When a winger provides width on the left, the fullback does the same on the right. The attacking midfielders equip the space between the lanes, and here Enzo is offering that diagonal lane to his left back. Again, it's the same diagonal pass that made it difficult to defend. Now it's a 3 vs 3 against a vulnerable back lane, and Chelsea has turned a build-up situation into a potential attack. The same idea was tweaked in another sequence. Here again, it's the narrow double pivot to make the opposition midfield narrow. The creation of a back three stretches the first line of press, opening gaps for the keeper to exploit. Now the attacking midfielder drops in the same half space, while the fullback stays high to pin the left back, so that he can't press the attacking midfielder. This simple idea even created a goal. But before that, let's see another interesting sequence. It again started with a narrow double pivot and a stretched back three. As usual, the back three stretched the opposition press, and the gap is open for the centre back to play the dropping attacking midfielder. We have so far seen 3 different scenarios where the same diagonal ball to the dropping attacking midfielder is played, and this was the basic idea behind Maresca's tactics. The sequence progresses using yet another diagonal combination. See how Caicedo has recognized the potential combination opportunity and moved quickly to beat the press. This somewhat shows that players are understanding Maresca's system. Then the ball was played wide, allowing Palmer to attack the final third. As he couldn't beat his marker, Chelsea has stayed patient to circulate it back. They are still maintaining the structure with the narrow double pivot and a 3-man base. The back three gives the luxury of making the centre back act like a deep playmaker. Now notice the movement of double pivots. Only one of them is dropping deep, while the other stays high. As the opposition midfielder decided to close down the dropper, the advanced center midfielder became free, and he was quick to recognize the open space. Here the dropper acted like a decoy to bait the press, and the deep playmaking centre back easily played the midfielder to beat the press. The ball is played wide, and again Chelsea can attack the final third with their positional system where all vertical lanes are equipped. It's the same structure we saw earlier. The structure ensures that the opposition is pushed back so that Chelsea can gain territory in the opposition half. This means that opposition will concede a lot of space in their own half where Chelsea's pivots can operate. See how the positional structure is giving multiple options for the pivot, and they even have those temporary overloads. Chelsea again entered the final third without compromising their structure. Now the opposition backline is stretched, and the individual threat of the winger has further disrupted the opposition structure. By having a clear structure, Maresca aims to exploit those temporary disruptions. Here the individual used his creativity to play an unexpected pass. But don't forget that it was the structure that placed him in the half space to maintain that diagonal connection with his striker. I am not saying all these are completely rehearsed, but these situations are trained using the positional structure, and it's up to the player to interpret different game situations. Here Enzo neglected a ball pass to Neto and instead creatively played Pedro, who made yet another creative decision to set the ball to Palmer. Though the shot was off by margins, it showed how the structural discipline and individual freedom can thrive together. The same pattern worked for their final goal against PSG. Here the first wave of pressure was bypassed by a long ball from the keeper, and now after the back pass, both Maresca and the right back Gusto are asking to play into half space. The half space is free because both PSG midfielders were drawn narrow by the narrow double pivot. The dropping attacking midfielder can't be followed here as the right back is threatening the left back with a run. In another sequence, the left back actually decided to follow Palmer, but he instantly regretted it as Chelsea released the right back. Now he hesitates to jump out, and thus Palmer is free. The positional structure is maintained, and the opposition has no other choice than to drop back. The backline is stretched with multiple movements, and thus it allowed the individual to express his creative through ball. So I think the point is clear. Maresca had been criticized for his control structural approach, but now he is silencing his critics by using the same positional structure with better execution from his players.